There's a dangerous illusion creeping into modern love. The belief that the more you give, the more you care, the more attractive you become in her eyes. It sounds noble, even romantic, but the truth is brutal. Sometimes, that very goodness is the fastest way to kill your own allure. A man thinks he's building love, but in reality, he's slowly erasing his own value. Not because women don't appreciate kindness, but because a lack of boundaries turns you from a thrilling challenge into something always available, always predictable. Today, Shining Mirror-LVB will shatter that illusion. We're going to expose the 7 deadly mistakes men make in love, and show you how a man living by the philosophy of Stoicism avoids them with calm pride and unshakable resolve. This isn't just another lesson, it's a mirror held up to your own soul. Mistake number 1. Stop chasing too much. A lot of men believe that the more they chase, the more their love will be proven. But here's the harsh truth: chasing doesn't show strength or romance. It screams neediness. Women can sense that fear of loss energy from miles away. They feel it when you text every hour, call every night, or drop everything just to show up at her signal. When your unspoken message becomes, "I need you to survive," you're no longer the thrilling choice, you've become the safety net. And nobody falls in love with a safety net. Real attraction isn't built by being available at her every snap of the fingers. It's built in the space you leave behind, the space where she starts to miss you, wonder about you, and feel the ache of your absence. That's when her imagination takes over, and imagination will always be more powerful than reality. Mystery is the magnet. Once she feels she's got you entirely, when every habit, every word, every thought is laid bare like a book she's read too many times, the game is over. And in this game, a strong man doesn't win by chasing harder, he wins because he knows when to stop and when to disappear. Mistake number 2. Mistake number 2. Stop trying to impress. Too many men step into dating like they're stepping onto a stage, armed with props, the shiny car, the expensive suit, the business card with a big title. They think if they're flashy enough, she'll finally see their worth. But here's the truth: the spotlight always fades. And when it does, if there's nothing solid underneath, she'll see it instantly. Women don't just look at what you show, they feel your energy. The way you speak, the steadiness or shakiness in your actions, the calm or chaos in your presence. Real confidence doesn't shout, it radiates, like a mountain standing firm, not trying to be noticed, yet impossible to ignore. When you truly know who you are, you don't need to prove it. And that's when she's drawn to you. Your value isn't in what you put on display, it's in who you are when no one's watching. Strong men don't try to impress, they let their worth speak for itself. Mistake number 3. Don't put her on a pedestal. Admiration is natural, but worship is a trap of weakness. When you place her above yourself, every word and gesture she makes becomes a judgment on your worth. You are no longer a man with his own will and identity, you become a servant, exchanging true respect for fleeting infatuation. Imagine this: you stand before her like a statue, bending yourself to please her every small desire. At first, it may delight her, but soon, the attraction fades. Masculine power doesn't come from kneeling, it comes from standing tall, firm, and knowing your own value. Love is strongest when both stand as equals, when eyes meet without anyone bowing, when you can show care without losing yourself, and when respect flows naturally both ways. By maintaining balance, you not only make her feel safe, but you also earn her genuine admiration, not because you worship her, but because you are irreplaceably valuable. Remember, respect and love are not the same as putting her on a pedestal. A magnetic man knows how to stand tall at eye level, letting love become a game of harmony, not dependency. Mistake number 4. Don't be always available. Many men think that being always available proves their care and love. The truth is, if she can call you anytime, text without ever waiting, she will quickly realize there's nothing special about you because you don't have your own life, mission, or goals that spark curiosity. The truly magnetic man is busy with his life, work, ambitions, and passions. He's not aloof or distant, but he understands the value of his time and energy. When you're not always available, when you dedicate time to yourself and grow as a person, she senses your natural magnetism, your mystery, and your worth. The right kind of distance is a magnet. It makes her pause, take notice, and wonder, what is he doing? Who is he when I'm not around? And the answer is shown not through words, but through your actions and steadfastness. A man with a mission and a life of his own radiates an attraction that a man who simply waits cannot. Remember, love is not about being always there, but about being present at the right time, with your own value and unwavering strength. Mistake number 5. Don't avoid tension. Many men treat conflict as the enemy, but the truth is, conflict itself isn't the problem. Fear of conflict is what destroys your inner strength and attraction. When challenges arise, when tension hits unexpectedly, your reaction reveals your true character, not flowery words or flashy gestures. A strong man does not run, does not avoid. He stands firm, faces the issue directly, and speaks the truth without sugarcoating or dodging. Staying calm doesn't mean being emotionless, it's the ability to control your emotions. Turning pressure into power. When she is angry, upset, or disappointed, he remains steady, like a mountain in a storm, unmoving, and it's this very stability that makes her trust you, feel safe, and drawn to you. Picture this: a tense situation where everyone else loses composure. Shouting or judging, you stand tall, analyze the situation, and speak what must be said with unwavering confidence. She will see you not just with admiration, but with deep respect. This is when you leave the mark of a leader, not through title or authority, but through how you master the moment and master yourself. Avoiding tension only makes you easy to overshadow, stripping away opportunities to show your worth. Facing it, controlling it, and guiding emotions are what transform you into a man who is not only admired, but a steadfast pillar in every situation. When you handle tension skillfully, every challenge ceases to be a threat. It becomes an opportunity to shine and naturally capture her attention. Mistake number 6. Don't hesitate. Women are drawn to decisiveness. When a man knows what he wants and acts with confidence, she feels safe, guided, and willing to open up. Hesitation, on the other hand, silently kills attraction, like a flame slowly fading. Imagine a date. You hesitate in choosing the place, pause over setting the time, or don't take the lead. Everything feels uncertain, lacking energy, and she senses that indecision. From her glance to her body language, women pick up on it instantly, even if you think you're being respectful or not pushy. They feel the distance, the lack of direction, and gradually lose interest. Being decisive isn't about control, it's about confidence in your choices and guiding with respect. By choosing the venue, setting the time, and leading the way, you send a clear message. You know who you are, and you can take charge of both your life and the relationship. Attraction doesn't come from flashiness or fancy words, it comes from certainty and self-assurance. Hesitation is the enemy of masculinity. A man who knows how to decide not only creates a sense of security, but also sparks curiosity, admiration, and respect. Remember, when you act decisively, you're not just leading her, you're leading the attraction, attention, and trust in the relationship. Mistake number 7. Don't let her lead your emotions. A strong man does not allow his emotions to be dictated by anyone, even the one he loves most. When she's angry, you remain calm. When she challenges you, you stay grounded. True power lies not in reacting to someone else's feelings, but in controlling and guiding your own. Imagine a conflict. She lashes out, expresses frustration, or demands something unreasonable. A weak man will get pulled into the emotional storm, lose patience, or lash back. A man of strength pauses, breathes deeply, and responds with clarity. He not only protects himself but sends a clear message: you cannot manipulate me with your emotions. Masculine magnetism is not just in actions, words, or appearance. It is in mastery of the inner self. When you guide your emotions, you become a safe anchor, allowing her to express herself without destabilizing you. This unwavering strength creates admiration, trust, and a deep, magnetic attraction far beyond any clever words or superficial gestures. Remember, in any relationship, the one who leads their emotions controls the attraction. A man led by emotions is always reactive. A man who stays calm, guides himself, and radiates steady energy holds the advantage, not just in love, but in life itself. The core of masculine attraction is not in chasing, performing, or bending over to please. It's in your ability to lead, stand firm, and live with a purpose greater than yourself. Women are drawn to a man who has his own world, his own mission, a life she cannot fully own, but who still chooses her to be part of it. That's the kind of attraction that lasts, the kind that can't be bought, faked, or taken away. So, have you made any of these 7 mistakes before? Have you lost your magnetism by chasing too much, overgiving, or letting your emotions be led? Share your story in the comments, because the path to wisdom begins with brutal honesty with yourself. This is Shining Mirror-LVB, where we strip away illusions, face the truth, and forge ourselves into men the world respects. If you're ready to keep walking this path, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's keep building the strongest version of you.